Hey guys, this is Dustin Guyton, owner of Guyton Roofing, coming to you tonight with another video. It's something that I wanted to address. It's something that I actually got the question of today, and as I answered the question for the customer, I realized that it'd be a good video. So there's a very common question that I see when doing estimates, and I have done hundreds, if not thousands, of estimates. Um, but the question is should I do a metal roofing system or should I do a shingled roofing system? Of course, anybody that's trying to sell you either one of the two is going to tell you the positives about theirs and the negatives about the other. So I'm here to be objective. Because I own a roofing company, I could care less which application you have me install. I'm just happy to be installing something. So I'm going to give you a completely objective opinion. From what I have seen in the repairs that I've done and things that I've done and roofing systems I've installed, both are very good systems. They do, however, and I'm going to discuss the negatives of both. Um, Typically, I'll start with shingles. With a shingled application, there's a chance that there's a lot more labor, so to speak, involved. You're installing shingle by shingle by shingle, whereas on a metal roofing system, you're installing 3-foot sheet, going all the way down the full run of the length of your run on your rafters, all the way down to your drip edge or into your gutter, or the end of your roof. That's one of the downfalls, because if you do not have a roofing crew that is very accurate, that snaps vertical as well as horizontal chalk lines, it's very easy to get off kilter and to have somebody that gets caught up in installing shingles quickly, and so not accurately and not the way that the manufacturer requires. Um, that is that is not as prevalent with metal roofs because they are a fixed system. Metal is metal. It's not a pliable piece of material. Um, Something else that could be negative is you have shingles, which are more susceptible to wind damage, to wind and other types of storm damage. They are nailed. Typically, you have, depending upon your roofer and what type of fastening system that they use. I use a 1-3-1 on a dimensional shingle, which is one nail on the end, 3 in the middle, 1 on the end. The ones in the middle are not right next to each other. Of course, they're spread out. But you can go 1-4-1, which would get you a higher wind rating. Um, but you do have the possibility of high nailing. You've got a lot more nailing that goes into it. There is potential for a lot more mistakes, so to speak, in a shingled roofing system. However, flipping to a metal roofing system, of course it is a rigid material, so you install it in sections. If it is measured properly, it's a great looking roofing system. It will last you a very long time. But it does, contrary to popular belief, require more maintenance. Now, this is an issue that might step on some of my metal distributors' toes, and I hope not. I've got several good friends in that industry, but this is just the honest truth. In these videos, it's all you're going to get from me is just the honest truth. That's the reason I put my name in the name of my company, is because I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to put my name on the line, and I want you to understand that I'm not going to hold any punches. But with a metal roofing system, it is a lot more maintenance than a shingled roofing system. Cleaning it is definitely has to be more often if you want that new look. The grommets, or the fasteners that are used, have little neoprene grommets, and they'll tell you that they've got screws with this little umbrella head and encases the rubber. It's not going to leak. It won't back out. It does not matter what is said, and this is after installing a countless number of roofing and shingled systems and being a part of it, installing those. It does not matter. Those screws in our climate are going to start backing out, or you're going to have issues where you're going to have maintenance in about the 8 to 12 year mark, and that's just the truth. Anybody that tells you any different is not. They've either not installed enough roofs to know, or they're just trying to sell their product. Um, the other negatives of a metal roofing system is If it is damaged, or if you get onto it, or it's a lot more susceptible to damage from an outside source, not storm damage. But if you have to do maintenance, it is very easy for somebody that's not trained to get on their roof and to accidentally step on one of the ribs. That will split, that will cause a leak. That is something that is a little bit, it is definitely more susceptible to damage from an outside source. Stepping on it, scratching the paint off, rusting, those types of things. And if it is damaged, it is not a simple repair. So it is a lot more expensive to repair a damaged metal roof the right way than it is a shingled roof. But those are the cons, of course, and some of the pros of the two. I recommend for most of my customers a shingled application just makes more sense because it is less maintenance and it looks better for longer. Even though, in my opinion, a metal roofing system looks better at first, that pretty new shiny metal will fade and it will get moss and it will get mold and it will get mildew that builds up on it, as well as shingles, but it's not as noticeable on shingles and it is much easier to clean. But if you will, and you have any questions or you want to quote on either one of these wonderful systems, please feel free to give me a call. My phone number is 228-314-0903. Again, that's 228-314-0903. You can visit me on the web at guytonroofing.com. That's Guyton roofing.com. You can schedule service there. You can schedule to have me come out and do an estimate. All estimates are free. Or you can look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or of course here at YouTube. But I thank you for spending the time to see this video. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have any questions, you can always text me on that same phone number or call me, and I'd be happy to provide you with some insight. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. God bless.